Here we go. I'm going to make this relatively short. Here's the old gauge cluster. And all we got to do is lean it forward and reach our skinny hands back in here. And I'll show you on the back of this. This is about all the room I have to do that. Now, here is the back of that. Hopefully this is the right one. We do have the red plug in here. That's showing a white plug into the car, but you're gonna lift this little guy and that should pop this out. And then hopefully this matches up perfectly. There you go. And if not, I guess we can wire this in if we want to. But basically, I'll just get that off and swap them and see what we got. If you let that wire fall in behind, it's hard to grab, so I used a long screwdriver to grab it and pull it forward, and all I did was snap it in to this new, hopefully working gauge cluster. It'll be interesting to see. We might have a speedometer again. Is this in the right spot? I guess. Looks about right. Now, let's see what happens. It'd be nice to have a gas gauge, too. The gas gauge moved. Guys. Shh. The gas gauge is working. Was that a problem? Whoa, look at these gauges. Miles stayed the same. And we have a gas gauge. That has been fully pegged all this time. I don't know what all was wrong with this other guy. Oh. Speedometer is fully pegged. We're gonna have to reset this probably, because I think, well, we'll worry about that. We'll worry about resetting the speedometer at another time. But look, we have a gas gauge again, so that must have been a problem in here. And now with this gauge set up, everything's working. We got to do, I don't think it'll do it on its own. But I'll do a video on resetting your gauges, because I think this guy needs to be flipped around. And maybe I can pull this back out and actually flip it manually, because that might work. I'll let you know if it works. All right, let's see. I think you have to hold down both of these buttons for 30 seconds. I should have done this off camera. And then turn it to accessory. Well, let's just do 15 for the sake of filming. Now we're on accessory. Maybe you have to have them pushed in when you turn it on. I don't think it takes that long. But push both buttons down at the same time. And at some point, it should come up check. Or do we have to have the car running? Maybe we have to have the... There we go. We have a code. 999. Okay. Now it's going through its checks. I think. Check 1. Gas gauge. Oh, gauges are flipping around. Gauges are flipping around. Gauges are moving on their own. Check 1. Oh, speedometer is now in the right spot. Perfect. That's what I needed. Now we're doing something. Check number 3. I don't know what check 3 is doing. Checking all the lights. Wow, guys. I think we are on point now. Everything looks good. Now the speedometer is down. So yeah, I guess you hold down both these buttons and turn the car on without starting the engine. And it'll go through its checks. And now it's a little off, but looks like we're in the right spot now. Yeah, it looks like we're going 1 mile per hour already. But that's better than what it was, not working at all. So give me 1 mile per hour so I don't get stuck by the police. All right, guys, new gauges are in. We can go ahead and start putting all our screws back in. and move on to the next project. This is looking good, and I won't be able to show you miles per hour, but the RPMs go up when we rev, and the gas gauge is not pegged at full. So I think we are good. So I will see you guys on the next one. Long video, I'm sorry, but we had a lot of stuff going on here, and now it's fixed. And maybe this speedometer will kind of drop down once it starts running and going up and down by itself. So I'll see you in the next one. Tune back in for more car and motorcycle repair videos, and have a great day. Get out and ride. There you go. Turning it off and back on, it did reset. So now we're below. We're at 0. So we're good to go. I'll see you later. And next up, changing your stock for your turn signal.